Check one, check two, check one, check two. Oh man, where's my window at? Okay, yes, Conscious Crypto. Every single day, ladies and gentlemen, my name is MC Medina. You're checking in right now with Casa de Prana TV. We are live on Twitch. I'm also wanting to set things up here, so you guys give me a second. I'm working on setting things up for a live stream. So we can also do YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I know there's software out there that does this for me, like Restream.io. But I'm wanting to see if there's any way for me to do it on the computer. All right, we got so much crypto news. Things are skyrocketing right now. I'm going to get on Twitch here on my phone. You guys give me a second here. Y'all know the routine. We got to check into the chat. We got to, let's see. We got to host a channel, you know. So please, if you're checking in, take a moment to do that. Drop a comment. About to do it. Yes, sir. Let's do this. Let's see. I need to share this. Let's see. We're going to share a clip. Got to get these links going on, guys. Really important stuff. And later on here in the segment, we're going to be getting into the latest and greatest in DeFi news. That's the decentralization of the financial system. And there's so much news going on. Bitcoin bears risk getting trapped if Bitcoin price remains above 50,000. And I'm going to tell you why here in a little bit. But let's see if we can get these links shared here. Share the link here. Bam. We're going to copy the link. We also got New Zealand's Easy Crypto. New Zealand's Easy Crypto raises 11.75 million. Eyes on the stock market float. So there's so much going on in crypto right now. We're going to give you 3 warning signs that suggest the Bitcoin price rally is overextended. Please stick around for that. Also, if you have any news in the DeFi movement when it comes to cryptocurrency and just DeFi general news, please leave it in the comments below. I'm always interested in learning more about what's happening. Oh man, looks like Bitcoin is down about 1.5%. I'm looking at the live, and we're gonna go more into DeFi news. Compound unanimously passes a proposal to repair a bug that they had that came in 2 hours ago. The blockchain application platform launches the second hackathon focusing on DeFi and GameFi. Then we got Cointelegraph consulting Terra's bullish case after Columbus 5 upgrade. And the decentralization movement is strong right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can get this shared here. All right. Yeah, comment below, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. There we go. All right, Casa de Prana TV, back again. We are sharing, we are commenting, seeing what the latest and the greatest in crypto news and the DeFi movement, the decentralization of the financial system here. We got Bitcoin at $54,017. That's down about 1.5% from the last 24 hours. Ethereum, though, still hanging in there, up 0.32% in the last 24 hours. XRP is down about 1%. Bitcoin Cash, we still holding on there, about 0.2% increase in the last 24 hours. We've got, let's see, the EOS is down 3, and we got Doge down almost 4% in the last 24 hours. Oh, man. All right, 3 warning signs suggest that the Bitcoin rally price is overextended. It's a classic euphoria setup on Bitcoin markets today as traders flip long Bitcoin in ever larger numbers. Bitcoin faced fresh doubts over the strength of its bull run on October 7th. That's today, as analysts eyed a potential reversal of Wednesday's short squeeze. Funding rates in the red zone. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView tracked Bitcoin and US dollar as it hovered near $54,000 after failing to establish support at the $55,000 mark. The previous day had seen an abrupt surge to highs of 55,700 for Bitcoin, which was accompanied by major buying pressure as funding rates flip positive across exchanges. However, concerns on Thursday focus on what could end up being an opposite move lower. Funding rates turning overly positive suggests that the market is expecting further upside and that significant value is long Bitcoin. Under such circumstances, a mass unwinding of positions could hasten and intensify a downward move should it begin. The mood among investors was echoed by sentiment data, with the crypto fear and greed index hitting 76 to 100 on the day, representing, quote, extreme greed. Investors are extremely greedy towards Bitcoin right now, trader and analyst Wrecked Capital warned. So we're preparing for profit taking. While under $10,000 from all-time highs at one point, Bitcoin additionally faces significant resistance levels at 58,000, 60,000, and more on the way to returning to price discovery. As Cointelegraph reported, October is slated to close just below the highs, while November could see a return to lower levels before a December finale obliterates current records. Nonetheless, longtime market participants are already advising an exit strategy this week. Among them, John Bollinger, creator of the popular Bollinger Brands trading indicator. Bollinger tweeted, quote, second target achieved, Bitcoin USD, upper BB expanding with the rally. Keep a trailing stop like BB stop or a chandelier going. All clear for now, but looking for signs of a top slash exit. I am off for a couple of weeks of travel. Good trading. Bollinger bands track upward and downward volatility on an asset and are currently hinting that calmer conditions should prevail. When the bands narrow, however, volatility flows. Altcoins, meanwhile, are not expected to deliver definitive cycle gains until next year. I'm actually quite hopeful for a lot of altcoins going up between now and January 1st. If you have anything to say about that, please make sure you drop a comment below. Let's talk about the Bitcoin bears here. Bitcoin bears risk getting trapped if the Bitcoin price remains above 50,000. And here's why, according to Marcel Petchman. Hash rate, supply stock, and U.S. credit risk are likely the causes for the Bitcoin rally. Bitcoin's 32% weekly rally became the bear's worst nightmare as Friday 860 million options expiry is approaching. After breaking the $54,000 level, over 99% of the bearish bets using using put or sell options are likely to become worthless. Bears are in a dangerous position, particularly as Bloomberg's crypto outlook pointed out that Bitcoin's $50,000 resistance was about to flip support. Senior commodity strategist Mike McGlone cited such factors as increasing adoption along with a diminishing supply on exchanges. Bloomberg also noted that traditional finance investors' concerns surged after the protection against the possibility of a United States government default rose to its highest level in 6 years. Moreover, 1-year credit default swaps, or the cost to insure against a payment delay, have risen to 27 basis points from the 4 basis points since mid-September. Another crucial metric that certainly fueled this week's bull run was Bitcoin's hash rate, the estimated processing power backing the network miners. The capacity took a big blow in May as China vetoed coal-based energy use for mining cryptocurrencies. Then, in early June, the country decided to ban cryptocurrency mining for good, which temporarily took many miners offline, directly impacting the hash rate. This week, the bulls picked up on these favorable conditions and pushed Bitcoin to its highest level since May 12th at $55,000. As for the $860 million option expiry on Friday, October 8th, bears need a miracle to push the price below $50,000 to avoid significant losses. As the above data shows here, I'm looking at a graph. Bears placed $400 million in bets for Friday's expiry, but it appears that they were caught by surprise as 99% of the put and sell options are likely to become worthless. In other words, if Bitcoin remains above 54,000 on Friday, only 2.7 million worth of neutral to bearish put options will be activated on the expiry. A right to sell or put option Bitcoin at 50,000 becomes worthless if Bitcoin trades above the price at 8 o'clock a.m. on Friday. Open interest is fairly balanced between bulls and bears. The 1.16 call to put ratio represents the slight difference between the 465 million worth of call to buy options versus the 400 million in put to sell options. Although favoring bulls, this broader view needs a more detailed analysis because some bets are implausible considering the current price. Below are the 4 likeliest scenarios for Friday's expiry. The imbalance favoring either side represents the theoretical profit. In other words, depending on the expiry price, the quantity of calls to buy and puts to sell, contracts becoming active varies. All right, so if it's between 48,000 and 50,000, we'll have 3,515 calls versus 1,765 puts, and the net result is $85 million favoring the call or the bull instruments. Between 50,000 and 54,000, we'll have 6,270 calls versus the 735 puts. Now, the net result at that, with those numbers, is $290 million, obviously favoring, again, the call bull instruments. Between 54,000 and 56,000, 6,930 calls versus 50 puts, and the next result is $370 million, obviously favoring the call bull instrument. And this is where things get interesting. If we can stay above 56,000, we're going to be at 7,600 calls and 0 puts. And that gives us a net result, complete dominance, with bulls profiting about $425 million. The raw estimate considers call options being exclusively used in bullish bets and put options in neutral to bearish trades. However, investors might have used a more complex strategy that typically involves different expiry dates. Bears are wrecked one way or another. To sum it up, the bulls have absolute control of Friday's expiry and enough incentives to keep the price above 54,000. On the other hand, bears need a 10% negative move below 50,000 to avoid the $370 million loss. Now, one must consider that during bull runs like the one Bitcoin is in right now, the amount of effort a seller needs to put into to liquidate longs is immense and usually ineffective. So, if no surprises come before October 8th, which is tomorrow, Bitcoin should continue its rally to higher prices. Again, these are the views and opinions of other people, not necessarily my personal views. I'm actually getting a lot of the breaking information on Cointelegraph, the future of money. And I like to focus a lot on the DeFi movement here with Conscious Crypto. And y'all let me know what everything sounds like out there. If you can hear it okay, if you can see me okay, how's the set looking. Also leave a peace sign and a thumbs up for our brother, Mr. David Rodriguez, David El Pana Psicodelico. He'll probably pop up here in the corner in a little bit, so that way he can say hi to the people. And I wanted to actually, let's see if we can bring him up. I wanted to check in with David. David, what's your crypto looking like? Oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah, we need to turn on the light for you, man. Shoot. Yeah, we need to get a light. Okay, yeah, we'll do that for the next one. But yeah, y'all leave a peace sign, leave a thumbs up right there for our brother. He said he's not sure if everybody can hear him, but that's fine. I'll totally let him know. Let's see. All right, let's see. Riot blockchain tripled. Okay, yeah, let's get into this this news going on in New Zealand right now. Jamming out here. By the way, this music is being brought to you by Conscious Minds Entertainment. Y'all make sure look up the Instrumentals LP or MC Medina on any streaming platform. Got a whole bunch of instrumentals right there. This track right here is called Space Traveler. So look up Space Traveler so you can jam it out. All right, what's going on in New Zealand? New Zealand's Easy Crypto raises 11.75 million eyes stock market float. What the heck does that mean? Well, Easy Crypto, the $11.75 million in a Series A funding round. They funded $11.75 million in a Series A funding round, and that may be the largest sum of investment raised in New Zealand for a local startup. New Zealand-based crypto exchange Easy Crypto has raised $11.75 million, 17 million New Zealand dollars, in a Series A funding, as the firm eyes a potential initial public offering (IPO) in the future. The round was led by venture capital fund Nuance Connected Capital. According to a Wednesday announcement from Easy Crypto, the 17 million NZD figure seemed to have set a new record in New Zealand for the largest Series A funding from a local firm. The funding round marks a significant milestone for the firm. Easy Crypto co-founder and CEO Janine Granger has expressed how difficult it had been to garner investment in the early stages of the company due to working in the, quote, fringe crypto sector. The funds will be used to accelerate growth via product and tech development, investments in talent, and expanding to new markets in Indonesia and the Philippines to service the unbanked. The round was oversubscribed by 50% and included participation from a host of local and international companies, including KiwiSaver, a provider, Pathfinder, Icehouse Ventures, Even Capital, GDP Venture Indonesia, Hut Capital United States, and Seven Peaks Ventures, also here in the United States. Easy Crypto was founded by siblings Janine and Alan Granger in 2017 and has generated $760 million, or 1.1 billion NZD, worth of sales to date from a customer base of more than 150,000 across New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, and Brazil. The platform hosts buying and selling services for 151 digital assets and also sells a range of hardware wallets from Trezor and Ledger. According to TechCrunch, which has yet to list Easy Crypto's latest funding round, the largest previous Series A funding rounds in New Zealand, are from analytics firm Joyous and blockchain-based fintech service providers. Fintech means financial technology service providers. Trade Window, which both fetched a $10.73 million and 15 million New Zealand dollars each. New Zealand-based artificial intelligence firm Vital fetched the highest amount internationally via a $15 million or 21.6 million New Zealand dollars Series A funding round in the U.S. last month. Janine Granger spoke at the New Zealand Herald on Wednesday and said that the firm plans to use the funds to ramp up its overseas operations and target new markets in Southeast Asia, such as Indonesia and the Philippines. Quote, the reason that we're targeting those markets was that there is a large percentage of people who are unbanked or underbanked and don't have the same access to financial products like you and I. Janine also said that the firm is looking at a potential IPO. We are, quote, we are still working out what that looks like and what plans there are for us into the future, but very likely we would be looking at an IPO, she said. The CEO said that Easy Crypto generated $3.46 million or 5 million New Zealand dollars worth of revenue in the previous financial year and is on track to more than double that amount this financial year. So if they double that, that would put them close to about $7 million or 10 million New Zealand dollars. According to the firm, its customer base has grown by almost 5 times over the past 12 months. Granger told the New Zealand Herald that the firm's path to success has been tough as it took 13 months to get to its first dollar of investment before being able to raise $11.75 million within the last 3 weeks, or within 3 weeks in 2021. Quote, cryptocurrency is seen as a bit fringe still, a bit volatile, and I think it's taken us a while to find investors who perhaps had that forward-looking and strategic vision to be able to take a punt on what we are doing, she said. There has been something of a podcast over the industry in New Zealand due to the new defunct crypto exchange, Cryptopia, becoming the victim of a major hack in 2019. Roughly $16 million to $18 million worth of crypto was swiped from the platform. Cointelegraph reported in July that a former Cryptopia employee pled guilty to the theft of around $172,000 in crypto he obtained by making a copy of users' private keys while working at the firm. Crazy, crazy times. All right, guys, we're going to get back into the latest and greatest news. Let's see. Oh, man, 14 minutes ago, we're going to get into this story. The SEC approves Volt Equity ETF, providing exposure to Bitcoin-centric companies. We're going to get into that here in a second. But right now, we're going to take a break to not only allow myself to to get some water. We got some alkaline water. If you want alkaline water at your house, please leave comments below because we've got the rig for you. We'll send it out. It's an under-the-counter rig, or we've also got a whole home rig, and there's also commercial rigs available as well. That way you can enjoy the benefits of alkaline water, because an alkaline body means you're fighting cancer and disease. An acidic body means that's a playground for disease and cancer. So if you want alkaline water, please leave comments below. I'll make sure to send you details about the alkaline water. And this next segment, oh man, so good, so good. This next segment, Casa de Prana, cacao beans. All right. Food for the gods. Rare trace elements and minerals and nutrition in here that you just can't find in everyday conventional foods, okay? Casa de Prana, raw cacao beans. Activate your greatness. All right, guys, let's get into the SEC approving Vault Equity. Regulators have green-lighted a new exchange trading fund that provides exposure to Bitcoin industry revolution companies. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, has approved the Vault Crypto Industry Revolution and Tech EFT, providing investors with easy access to companies with significant exposure to Bitcoin. The ETF, which was approved on October 5th, is intended to track so-called, quote, Bitcoin industry revolution companies, which are defined as entities that hold which hold a majority of their net assets in Bitcoin or derive a majority of their earnings from Bitcoin mining, lending, or transacting, according to an SEC filing. The new ETF will appear as a New York Stock Exchange ARCA listing under the ticker symbol BTCR. U.S. securities regulators have been deliberating for several years on whether to approve their first Bitcoin ETF on October 1st. The SEC announced it would delay its decision on 4 Bitcoin ETFs by 45 days, pushing back the timelines on the Global X Bitcoin Trust, Valkyrie XBTO Bitcoin Futures Funds, Wisdom Tree Bitcoin Trust, and Cryptoin Bitcoin ETF on November 21st, December 8th, December 11th, and December 24th, respectively. Unlike other ETF proposals, the newly approved Vault Equity Fund doesn't track the price of Bitcoin or hold the asset in custody. Rather, it seeks exposure to companies that generate a significant portion of their business from Bitcoin-related activities. Well, it looks like we're going to have to see how that goes for Vault Equity. But, I mean, this is really good news in regards to the adoption and how we are communicating more information to regulators. That's what seems to be really important right now, and where we're at in regards to the gap of awareness and the gap in the consciousness level of between the regulators and people who have been using cryptocurrency for the last 8-10 years. All right, we're gonna get into some adoption news, and this news right here came in earlier this morning. Moneygram launches the USDC settlement using the Stellar blockchain. If you don't already have Stellar Lumens, this might be an opportunity for you to consider it. It looks like Stellar's getting their hands into quite a gold mine. The partnership will enable MoneyGram customers to fund and withdraw from their accounts using the USDC stablecoin at physical branches. This is big news, guys. MoneyGram figuring out a way to finagle the system and take advantage of the crypto DeFi movement. Let's get into this, guys. Financial services company Moneygram International has partnered with the Stellar Development Foundation. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna go live and see who I can bring on, because this is really big news. Let's just go live. Yeah, let's do that. Bam. Okay, yes. Live on Facebook and Twitch at the same time. I got to let everybody know this is breaking news. Hopefully I can hit the gong here in a little bit, but I had to do this, guys. Welcome if you're just tuning in. This is Conscious Crypto, bringing you the latest and the greatest in the DeFi crypto news every single day, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Central Standard Time. And we are here live on Casa de Prana TV, on Twitch TV, and now on Facebook. Let's see if I can get... There we go. Okay, there we go. What's up? If you're just now tuning in, please check out my profile. We're live on Twitch. You'll be able to hear and see a totally different thing. It's brand spanking news, brand new news about Moneygram over here launching a USDC settlement in regards to being able to offer crypto transactions through Moneygram. So this is really huge news. I just wanted to make sure all of y'all could have the news, the latest news about Moneygram introducing cryptocurrency. The financial services company Moneygram International has partnered with the Stellar Development Foundation, Stellar Lumens. Roy Bryant, what's going on, man? We're talking about crypto. This is Conscious Crypto every single day. Check me out on Twitch, 2 o'clock. We're getting into Moneygram. How are they using crypto? What's going on with Stellar Lumens? They teamed up to enable consumers to send money using Circle's popular stablecoin USD coin and convert it directly to and from fiat. All right. Per a Wednesday announcement, Moneygram has integrated support allowing crypto wallets connected to the Stellar network to access its global retail platform. Working alongside Circle, Moneygram will also enable near or instant back-end settlement according to funding and local fiat withdrawals using the USDC stablecoin. So what we're seeing right here is Moneygram using the Bitcoin blockchain. No, I'm sorry, the Stellar Lumens, which is on the Ethereum blockchain as far as I know. Moneygram is now going to be allowing customers to access funds transferring back and forth, and they're going to be using the Stellar network in order to access that global retail platform. United Texas Bank is going to be acting as the settlement bank to complete the process within the regulatory framework. Quote, as crypto and digital currencies rise in prominence, we're especially optimistic about the potential of stablecoins as a method to streamline across borders payments, said Alex Holmes, the chairman and the CEO of Moneygram. The partnership is expected to launch at the end of 2021 in select jurisdictions, with an expanded international rollout planned in 2022. Danelle Dixon, CEO and executive director of the Stellar Development Foundation, stated this: a new segment of cash users will be able to convert their cash in and out of USDC, giving them access to fast and affordable digital asset services that may have previously been out of reach. Moneygram's integration with Stellar comes just months after the firm moved to allow customers to withdraw crypto assets for cash via its point of sale outlets in the United States. The service was rolled out in partnership with the Bitcoin ATM and crypto exchange operator CoinMe. Moneygram is no longer, Moneygram is no stranger to blockchain technology, having partnered with distributed ledger technology Ripple in June 2019 to collaborate on cross-border payments and foreign exchange settlements with digital assets. Now, the deal quickly went south due to the uncertainty concerning the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, lawsuit that was targeting Ripple at the time. MoneyGram suspended support for Ripple's platform during the first quarter of 2021. Stellar was launched by Ripple co-founder Jed McCaleb following his tumultuous departure from the project in 2014. Circle published filings on Monday revealing that it is cooperating with a subpoena from the SEC that it received in July. Peter McCartney, thanks for checking in, man. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm live on Twitch right now. You'll be able to see me and hear me way better if you go to Twitch. We're doing this thing every single day at 2 o'clock. It's called Conscious Crypto. Now, I'm not just giving you crypto news. I'm also giving you crypto news with sort of a DeFi or a decentralization standpoint. So I'm always giving y'all the latest and the greatest in the DeFi news every day at 2 o'clock. And Let's get into the next story here. The latest and the greatest in DeFi news is normally have something to do with adoption. And why is that important? Adoption is important because that is how companies are beginning to utilize the blockchains more and more as the days go by. If you know about NFTs, leave a peace sign or a thumbs up in the comments below. Looks like we got about 25 minutes left, so we still got quite a bit of material to go over. I wanted to go into Compound. This news came in 3 hours ago. What's up, guys? Thanks for checking in. Yeah, this story came in about 3 hours ago. Compound unanimously passes proposal to repair a bug. It looks like the proposal 064 seeks to repair the token distribution bug introduced during the proposal 062 once and for all. Now, what does that even mean? Well, Compound Finance announced that the passing of proposal 064 on Thursday, that's today, titled the, quote, fixed comp accrual bug. The proposal states that this update will attempt to, quote, patch the bug introduced in Proposal 62 and pessimistically allow comp reward withdrawals until the bad comp accruals can be fixed. The proposal, which was written primarily by the same community members who proposed the original upgrade, received unanimous comp votes of 1,037,107 for and 0 against from 27 key addresses, including CEO Robert Leshner, Andreessen Horowitz, A16Z, Gauntlet, and Pantera Capital. The proposal is now expected to execute on Saturday. Users who interacted with the 6 affected markets, CTUSD, CMKR, CSUSHI, CYFI, CAAVE, and CSAI, will not be able to claim rewards from their entitled staked comp tokens until after the issue is fully resolved. That is the latest on Compound News. I really hope that things can really start to line up for them, right? Yeah, if you're just now tuning in, this is Conscious Crypto. Thank you for checking in, by the way. My name is MC Medina, and I am giving you the latest and the greatest in crypto news every single day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Please stop by the Twitch. Let me see if I can add that in here. Please stop by the Twitch. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so we got the Twitch going live. Y'all, let me know if you have any comments, questions, comments. Please do that below. see here. Going on extra super duper live. I'm going to get a sip and then, guys, we're getting straight back into the news here. Again, if you want some alkaline water or you want an alkaline water machine, please reach out to us. We've got those for the low. And we are ready to get into some more of the latest and the greatest news. Only here on Conscious Crypto. Let's see. Oh, excuse me, guys. All right. This news right here. Now, this news right here, guys. Man. How many hackers do I have out there, y'all? Put your comments below. Put your alien bug symbol down there in the comments if you're a hacker, if you know a hacker. Because this next piece of news is going to be rather interesting. All right, who else do I got here? Oh man, you can't even use that as a link. That's horrible. All right. Let's get into this. Let's get into this next piece of news because this is this is really good news, man. This is really good news. Okay, let's get into it. The blockchain application platform launches the second hackathon focusing on DeFi and GameFi. Now, what does that mean? The number of hackathons is going up as the crypto industry is fighting for talent. Hackathons have gained popularity in the crypto space as the hunt for talent is continuing. Lisa, a blockchain application platform. Oh, I'm sorry. I said Lisa. It's called Lisk. Lisk is a blockchain application platform, and it's launching its second hackathon Lisk event, where developers will have the opportunity to build a blockchain application with the latest Lisk SDK following its July hackathon. This time they are celebrating the new mainnet version 3, and like developers they would like developers to hone in on the areas of decentralized finance, DeFi, and game finance. DeFi applications to consider include decentralized exchange, lending, and stable coins projects. The GameFi financialization of games applications include blockchain games and collectibles for Hack on Lisk 2. There is a total of $60,000 worth of prizes up for grabs following the success of their first ever Hack on Lisk that gave them the opportunity to reach out to the existing blockchain developer community. They are ready to invite both new and old participants to join in on the Hack on Lisk 2. So any hackers are out there, look up Lisk, L-I-S-K, L-I-S-K. Look up Lisk SDK because they are looking for hackers, and we need more brains, we need more intelligence, we need more minds meditating on this DeFi and GameFi. Apparently, we're going to figure out a way to monetize the gaming world. So how many people are into that? If you like playing games, if you're into PlayStations and Xboxes, and what else is people playing these days, David? What else is people playing these days? They're playing Xboxes, they're playing PlayStations, Nintendo Switch. And what? A lot of PC. Okay, so we got a lot of PC gamers out there. So if you're out there playing PC games, Xbox, Switch, Nintendo Switch, and play. What did I say? PlayStation, Xbox. Right. If you guys are out there playing these, there will soon be a way for you to get paid for the time that you're spending playing these games. And so I highly recommend that you look into the GameFi movement. If you're watching right now, please drop a comment below. Let me know, where are you watching from? We want to know what the reach is like. And we're currently covering the hackathon, the newest hackathon, being brought to us by Lisk. If you're a hacker, please look into Lisk. All right. Hack on Lisk 2 gives the developers a chance to build their own blockchain application for one of the given categories: DeFi or GameFi. There's $60,000 up for grabs. So following the previous success, the first Hack on Lisk event, the platform offered participants 8 categories to choose from. That was lending, stable coins, NFT marketplaces, collectibles, prediction markets, social networks, DAOs, and oracles. The winners were announced live on YouTube with prizes worth a total of $33,000 paid in Lisk tokens, as well as other non-monetary prizes. The first place prize of $10,000 was awarded to Journals, a research hub where news is driven by user collaboration and artificial intelligence. Contributors directly share profits generated by the popularity of a news event via Quadric funding. All right, let's get into some of the submission guidelines. The submission deadline for the blockchain applications for Hack on Lisk 2 is going to be November 15th. So that gives a little bit more than a month for all you hackers out there. The judging criteria is broken down evenly between contribution to the Lisk ecosystem, originality of application, technical difficulty, and user experience. The Lisk Community Choice Award prizes will be determined by the number of likes and engagement rates on the YouTube videos submitted by the participants. The future plans. The Lisk Foundation is offering further opportunities for up to $1.3 million in funding as a part of their grant program. The team at Lisk is creating an ecosystem of interoperable blockchain applications and services built with the Lisk SDK and supported by the LSK token. They imagine a world in which everyone benefits from blockchain and are excited to play a part in the future. All right, guys, we're getting into more DeFi news here. Looks like there is huge moves happening right now towards adoption. The numbers are still going up. I think we covered this. No, we didn't cover this. Bank of America offers bullish outlook for DeFis and NFTs. Crypto is a trend that has barely started. Money is the easiest application, and the Bitcoin use case started there, said Bank of America. The Bank of America Corporation has published research and a report offering a bullish outlook for long-term prospects of currency. The report, published on Monday by Bank of America's subsidiaries BOA Securities, offers a nuanced appraisal of the digital asset sector that highlights innovation taking place within the decentralized finance and non-fungible token sectors. Man, that's really good news. The report asserts that the cryptocurrency sector's $2.15 trillion market capitalization is too large to ignore, highlighting that the digital asset ecosystem has evolved to encompass so much more than just Bitcoin. The report characterizes the sector as compromising Tokens that act like operating systems, decentralized applications without middlemen, stablecoins pegged to fiat currencies, central bank digital currencies to replace national currencies, and non-fungible tokens or NFTs, enabling connections between creators and fans, adding, for us, digital assets are not about payments per se. They're about a new computing paradigm, a programmable computer that is accessible everywhere and to anyone and owned by millions of people globally. If you're just checking in, this is Conscious Crypto. Every day at 2 o'clock, I'm bringing you the latest and the greatest in DeFi crypto news. Now, what the heck does that even mean, DeFi? That means the decentralization of the current financial institutions. And as we see, there's been a lot of big corporations taking money out of the stock market, putting it into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. If you're checking in, please leave comments below. We're going live on Twitch, and we're also going live here on Facebook. And later, this will all be uploaded to YouTube. So please do us a favor. Comment below. Where are you checking in from? I got to know. Please, we got to know where you checking in from. Bank of America report noted that venture capital in the crypto and blockchain sector has dramatically increased in 2021. Nothing that the more than 17... What's up, Cassie? Thanks for checking in. Nothing that the more than 17 billion invested into the industry during the first half of this year is more than triple the 5.5 billion injected into the sector over the entirety of 2020. And this is the latest and greatest in the DeFi movement and crypto news. The application built on this new software architecture appears to be growing more quickly than past technologies. Anyone in a network can establish a process that provides consistency and trust, the report read. Looking at NFTs, Bank of America states that the booming growth of the sector even caught veteran crypto users by surprise, highlighting that the OpenSea marketplace generated more than $2.5 billion in the first half of 2021. However, the report warned of volatility associated with the nascent NFT sector, stating that heightened risk in this segment need to be fully understood before NFTs can achieve true adoption. If you're still hanging out with me, please leave a comment below, put a thumbs up down there. Let me know, where are you watching from? Are you at work? Are you at the house? Are you on planet Earth? Are you on Mars? Are you on the moon, in Texas? Overseas? I gotta know. I'm very curious and perhaps a little bit nosy too. We're gonna get into more of this DeFi news, because if you haven't already gotten on to the bandwagon, if you haven't hopped on the bandwagon yet, I need to stress out how important it is. I need to mention how important it is right now, because you might miss out. You still have until the end of the month, okay? But I do want to remind you, if you wait till the end of the month, you could potentially lose out on all of the gains that you could have before we get to the end of the month. Because between now and January 1st, we're going to see extraordinary gains all across the board. Y'all got to remember, everybody in the entrepreneurial circuit and circles is hungry right now. We all know that the holidays are right around the corner. If you're an entrepreneur, put your hands up in the air. If your hands up in the air, then you know that you got people that depend on you to bring back the bacon, to bring back that money. If you're on Facebook, thanks for checking in. We do this thing called Conscious Crypto every single day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm just bringing the latest and the greatest in the DeFi news. I mean, it's nothing too special, but it is life-changing, though. And so I'm wanting to stress how important it is that if you haven't already had a chance to just put $20, $25, this isn't financial advice. This is just what I've been doing. I've been putting $20, $25, $100, little by little into different crypto coins. If you can take advantage of the opportunity right now, by the time the end of the month comes, you'll already be experiencing several gains. I put a whole bunch of friends already on this opportunity, and none of them have lost money. Okay, as a matter of fact, there have been gains of over $1 million collectively with everybody together that I've been able to share this information with. So much opportunity, so much potential. We're going to be getting into some more of the latest and the greatest news. I think I only have time for one more story, but before we get into that, please comment below where are you watching from. Oh, man, that news that came in about 44 minutes ago, though, about the SEC, that's really good stuff. Let's go into some of the hot stories here. $50,000 Bitcoin is ultimate bear trap. Okay, we've already gotten into that. We've gotten into the Ethereum fractal gain from 2017. All right, here we go. This is the latest and the greatest right here. Oh, $200,000 Bitcoin price programmed as Bitcoin heads towards the second RSI peak. Sky-high prices may seem hard to imagine, but so far, bullish metrics are simply repeating previous bull market years. Charts show. Bitcoin is headed to what is arguably a mathematically, quote, programmed all-time high of $200,000 or more, is what the latest data is hinting towards. In a series of tweets on October 4th, popular Twitter commentator TechDev highlighted familiar bullish behavior in Bitcoin's relative strength index. That's the RSI, Relative Strength Index. 2021 Bitcoin Relative Strength Index simply follows the pattern. While still lingering below targets, such as those of the stock-to-flow model, Bitcoin and USD is not short on bullish price predictions for this year and beyond. The Relative Strength Index, a classic indicator used for identifying overbought and oversold markets at a particular price, is joining them, suggesting that the second phase of the 2021 run is just getting started. Just as Bitcoin price action has gone in 4-year cycles, so too is the RSI exhibited patterns of behavior through the years. Each cycle has had 2 peaks, 2021 now moving towards its second, TechDev explained. In each 4-year cycle, the RSI hits a peak at a level slightly lower than the last. This likewise helps to identify a cycle top slightly in advance. Where Bitcoin and USD will be at the time, however, is a much less exact science. Interesting to note the 8-year down trending resistance, TechDev added. We hit that it's probably top, or at least a place to seriously reevaluate risk. Is it too programmed? People are asking. Further figures suggest that the Bitcoin price top this time around could be 200,000 or more. 200 to 300,000. Hashtag Bitcoin looks almost too programmed, TechDev added, alongside a different chart showing Fibonacci levels. These likewise hinge on the 4-year halving cycle, with each peak in order of magnitude higher than the last. For 2021, this means that the $20,000 peak from 2017 should become anything from 200,000 to 300,000. This neatly coincides with the stock-to-flow cross-asset model, which calls for an average price of 288,000 during the current halving cycle ending in 2024. Stock-to-flow creator Plan B has nonetheless said that local highs during that time could easily double that average, placing Bitcoin to over $500,000. That's all I got for you guys today. If you're still watching, thank you so much. You are a conscious crypto warrior. Give yourself a round of applause because you've made it to the end of Conscious Crypto. Today is Thursday, October 7th, and this is Conscious Crypto coming to you every single day with the latest and greatest in DeFi news in the crypto community. My name is MC Medina, and behind the scenes, David El Pana Psicodélico, David Prana Zen. Behind the scenes, it's both of us every single day, 2 o'clock, and we'll see you next time, guys. Peace.